Red Dead Redemption 2, shortened to Red Dead 2 for this video, will be releasing later this year for Xbox One and PS4, as gamers will be able to dive back into this Wild West world and revisit the time of the cowboys. It's been 8 years since the previous Red Dead title, and games have come a far way since then. With the changes in technology and game development, Rockstar really has the potential for this game to be a massive success. Although this is a prequel, Red Dead 2 will have a lot of features that were not in the previous games, and some features brought back with a modern update. We recently got a look at our first gameplay video of Red Dead 2, and that look alone has set the tone for a vast and immersive experience come release. Here are 10 reasons why Red Dead 2 will thrive. With Red Dead 2, the story will place players in the time period of the Western Outlaws as we revisit early American life where nothing and nobody was safe. Since this game is a prequel to Red Dead, we will get more of a glimpse of the cowboy and outlaw lifestyle and how day-to-day life was when you were on the wrong side of the law in the open country. It'll be interesting to see how the world reacts to you since you won't be a government agent this time, and instead will be fighting for your freedom. Given Rockstar's track record, it's safe to say that the online components of Red Dead 2 will be present and pushed to the forefront. And that's not necessarily a bad thing. GTA 5's online has been a huge driving force for the game, and Red Dead could bring us a breath of fresh air with a western setting that we can terrorize with our friends. Custom mounts, gang robberies, shootouts, and peaceful hunting trips are all possibilities to waste your time for hours within this world with your friends. Let's just hope they tone down the need for real-world cash this time around. 2010 was the release year of the prior title in the Red Dead franchise, and since then console power has come a long way. With the 4K upgrade for the Xbox One X version of Red Dead Redemption, we can get a brief glimpse of how good a fully utilized game can look. From the gameplay trailer released early this August, we can already see that this world looks stunning and takes full advantage of the new, more powerful hardware that Sony and Microsoft have on the market. The terrain, lighting, landscapes, and character models are all some of the best I have seen. Here's hoping that the sunsets in this game will look stunning as you ride your horse into town. With this title being a prequel to Red Dead Redemption, Rockstar has the advantage of telling a story in a somewhat familiar world. With characters like John Marston and Dutch returning, it'll be interesting to see how they end up in the situations that we eventually see them in. Meeting Dutch's gang will bring us more insight into this group that has made such an impact in this expanding world. It'll be interesting to see how this new way of life, heading towards civilization, reacts to the last dying efforts of the outlaws. Red Dead 2 will feature a unique gang mechanic not yet before seen in the franchise. The player's character will be a member of Dutch's gang, and with that they can perform gang activities. Robbing trains, banks, or civilians will give you a chance to share loot with your gang and build up your rep. The more gang activities you do, the stronger your gang will be. The higher the gang rep, the more success you will see when you terrorize the Wild West. Being outlaws also means you don't have a designated home. Instead, your camp will be traveling with you, as your base of operations will be an important part of building your gang up. One of the best features of GTA 5 was the inclusion of HEIST. This criminal team-up leads to exciting gameplay and gives the players options on how to tackle the challenge. Since we are Wild West outlaws this time around, we can only imagine that the heist will be bigger and better. Whether you'll be robbing banks loud and proud, or quietly robbing trains from horseback, I am interested in seeing how intense these heists will be and what kind of gameplay will come from them. Red Dead 2 will have the addition of the bonding mechanic with the player and their horse. This transforms the horse into more of a companion than just a simple method of transportation. The more time you spend with your horse, the stronger the bond becomes. Horses with a low bond may interact unpredictably when in certain situations, such as gunfights, and that low bond could mean death for the player. Some horses will be better suited for situations than others. You will be able to use your horse to store items and weapons, which will make them much more useful. You'll need to be mindful of where you get off your horse, as it'll stay in that location and you'll no longer be able to whistle to summon it out of thin air. Rockstar has made some great steps in making the horse relationship be part of the gameplay. To go along with the console upgrade, Red Dead 2 will feature a huge map with great levels of detail and all sorts of landscapes. We won't have randomly generated areas anymore. Rockstar will be able to showcase a new, highly detailed world that has been painstakingly perfected to immerse the player within the world of the Wild West. From ground-level forests to snowy hillsides, the attention to weather detail and how it reacts with the player is remarkable and shows just how far Rockstar has come. The most recent gameplay trailer gave us a small tease of how gun gameplay will work in Red Dead 2. Since we are in the early days of industrialization, guns won't be as predictable and reliable as they are now. Revolvers, lever-action guns, and shotguns will all react differently, so choosing the right gun for your encounters will be important. The Deadeye mechanic seems to be given an overhaul this time around, only we didn't get to see too much of it. We saw the basic slowdown time aspect as well as selecting individual targets to hit, and those mechanics looked as smooth as ever. Given the current gaming climate, we would be foolish to not mention the potential of Red Dead 2's Battle Royale mode. We haven't received many details besides the fact that it will be in the game. I am predicting Rockstar will bring their own spin to the BR mode, and this may be what the genre needs to continue to expand and grow. Will we arrive on train, or will we be racing in with our horses? We can only guess until we see for ourselves in October. Those are just some of the features in Red Dead 2 that will make it a successful game and the players can enjoy this fall. Are there any features we missed that you are excited about? Let us know in the comments below, and be sure to follow COGconnected for all your video game needs.